Good evening, sir.
Hello, Dijane. How you doing, my love?
I'm okay. Sir, what we are doing today?
Mathematics.
Well, obviously, I'm math, sir. Which
No,
topic?
because you asked me the question, kind of want to stay a class. I said, I answer that way there.
No, me no want to stay a class.
You
If
know,
me
see, get
not money
trouble.
for you, yeah, me know that.
One of them say, we live with mommy or daddy.
Neither my parents live overseas.
That's why you so much plastic trouble. Sure. What happened to you today?
Nothing,
Yeah, man, we're gonna
sir.
do, yeah, man, go ahead.
When we have mid semester,
Um, Let me think through it. I got back the device that I was telling you guys about on Friday.
Apple
So
one.
right. I am actually on it now. Yeah, on Zoom on it now, but I'm actually very anxious now to see if I am able to write on it because okay, I'm able to write, but Lord Jesus, if okay, I don't have a pen to let me just check. Sorry, go on talk. I have a pen, but it's not a. Let me just see if that pen will work with it. Let's see, I should connect the pen Bluetooth. One. So yeah. So what? You sound like you have other
Sir, this
plans.
way I do now.
You see the screen?
Sir, no, me not other plan to this one. No. Yes, sir, me I see screen.
Strange. Oh yeah. Because it's whiteboard. Yeah. It's a whiteboard, so you see the
So
screen.
I don't really some of other plans, me just for this we need to prepare because between me and you, I'm a third time I do it. I'm gonna plan for do it again.
No, but I beat you want.
I
But you're
want
doing
to
well
beat
though.
this thing.
I'm thinking you're doing very well actually.
Sir,
You yes.
me not me be honest. Me learn more with maths online than me do it face to face. Or maybe because I teacher.
Oh um okay. So the pen that I have, and I can't find the other tips, Jesus Father. So the pen I have, all right, hold on. Because it writing so far. All right, bless the Lord. All right. So thank you, Jesus. I was a little concerned all of today because I was wondering how I'm gonna do it, but you know what I need to do? I need to charge this writing pen that I have in the meantime. So at least I can let's go and charge it. No man, usually you shouldn't I mean why you taking so much time?
Alright, sir, me tell you. The first time the first time I did do it, in other time, sir, some things there happen, and then somebody for me close to me they pass off like 2 weeks before. So
Oh no.
everything they just they
Yeah.
kind of go downhill. The second time I did it, which I last year, Excel say I never want to fix the schedule them down a Camp Road. Somebody only able to go one of the class them, which are the Friday class.
Mm-hmm.
So that they mess me up too. I always have good coursework, but when it come on to the exam, my always I go below the D plus mark.
All right, don't say nothing more because I mean all of this is recorded. But you and I will talk off air. The last point that you've made just now is what I want the other students to hear. You're not the only one who continue to suffer from that. As students always do well on coursework and then go into the exam and make a big blunder. So I'm going to try my very best to work on that for this new season. So fret not. Just continue showing up. You are showing up. You are participating, and you are. I'm expecting you to pass the course. So far, I am pleased with your participation, and you make an attempt to do the work. So if you keep up like this, you should be fine. I promise you. If you keep up like this, you should be fine. Summer is a little easier to pass the applied math because you're doing another course.
Yes, sir, too. Business ethics and marketing.
Right. So don't worry about it. All you need to do is to try your very best to just keep up with what is happening. I know I did some profit and loss, including discounts, with you. I want to move in. I'm finished with that now. I want to move into some some simple interest, compound interest, depreciation. I want to start and finish those today. Um, and then we just move into some other stuff. Know that I recognize that the pen works. As I said before, the last time that I downloaded the stuff, ah, that was a problem. I tried downloading something today, but I don't have Microsoft Word on this yet, so the file wasn't coming over because, as I said before, I don't have the computer to mark. So, but I know I have one grade for you guys already. So I'm gonna see if I can sort out that Microsoft stuff so I can get the thing up and running. But all you need to do, Dijon, is just to prepare yourself. Just study so that at least you're not borderlining when the exam come, and that you can pretty much stand on your own. So just do it. If you do, you should be good to go. You should be good to go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Don't if you don't put in the work, you can have a problem. Once you put in the work, you should be fine. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. Cool. All right. I'm just gonna try and sort out this other systems. I can bring up something and then I'll come back.
Mr. Shand,
Who said that?
Alwyn, sir, if I drop by.
Hey, Papa, what going on?
Yeah, sir.
Yo, yo, you know, say we have unfinished business, you know?
Sir, what my link you na pa email ay na link back man.
No, man, me not see that, man. Me not see that. Oh, well, not only that my computer crashed, but me not see it, man. All right, send me another message.
Alright, cause me just a scroll through to find me class in come see your name. So me see me I stop by and show it up, you know?
Big up yourself, Papa.
Alright, so
All
me I
right,
put you
easy.
now.
Yeah, man, easy, cool. All right, the rest of you, Kimon and Dana and Cami, only just and Beyonce, only just sneaking at the eye class and don't tell me ill up the teacher. And don't tell me send the ill up in the chat. Come and now look on the chat.
So I said good evening in the chat because my voice is gone.
Oh no, you sound awful though.
Don't remind me.
Good
Oh,
evening, sir.
hey, my lovely, how you do?
Good, sir.
Good
Nice.
evening, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. Currently on my way home.
All right, all right. Hurry up and get home. There, how many of us? There are six of us here now. Oh, hey, oh, good. More people joining. Um, what time to Shauna K? She's normally here first. I wonder if she all right. Matter of fact, I sent an email on Wednesday, I think it was. Did anybody receive it?
Yes, sir, I saw the email with the word.
Right, yes. Right. All right. Dina, did you see it? No,
An email from you, sir?
yeah, I sent an email on Wednesday.
No, I didn't see that one.
Hmm.
Wait, sir. It is the one that it is the one that you sent with the workout. Well, the one with the questions we were working last class.
Yeah, man, like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I see it.
Okay, your friend, me want to get because I'm saying I wonder if you're added to the thing. Dana, are you with us?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right. I know you can't. You're not so well, but did you receive an email from me on Wednesday last week?
I believe I did. Let me just double check. But I think I did, yeah.
Okay, because I was having a conversation with Shauna that when I sent the email, yours was returned. So I don't know if we have the correct email for you. So double check for me, please. And if you don't receive it, just drop it in the. If you don't receive it, just drop your email in the chat, Shauna, who I was worried about earlier because she's normally here first, who is now here. We'll add it to the group. All right. I'm bringing up that thing, Kimmy. All right. So I normally give you like a 15 minutes grace period. Today has been a very rough day. Um, yeah, man. So I realize has been a rough day, and I was saying to Dejeuner that my device came back, and okay, all right, Shauna, you can clearly she didn't see it. Can you just update the list for me, please? Yeah, so my device came back, and I was a little worried that my writing tablet, the pen that I have, is not going to be working. But I tried it out with Dejeuner earlier, and it kind of worked. I was charging it, and then I took it off the charge yesterday, so I'm getting a little charge in it now while I try to bring up your stuff. All right, so I think you've done well with the profit and loss, including discounts. Matter of fact, and I did the uploads to the, you'd have seen that from Friday, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Friday when I got the device. Yeah. And I was listening to one of the recordings, and I just lay in the bed and just was just listening, and I was like, wow, so much effort was put into the explanation. It was the one that Sean and I had an exchange with her not using the methodology, and she was asking, "Sir, give me one more so I can try the method." And then, others of you came up and started talking. It was for me a beautiful recording to listen to. Um, you know, me trying to give you different ways of exploring the question. So I'm really hoping that you guys, what is wrong with you? Um, I'm really hoping that you guys are doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Let me just say something to you. Some of you do very well on the coursework pieces. I can't blame you for the coursework, When you do well on the coursework, when you get 90 and 80 and 100. But when you come on to exam, when you're an idiot. When you see the same questions when you do in a class, and when you do the exam, I can't do it. I don't want that to happen this time around. Last summer I taught the course, I got an A and a couple of B's. This summer, I want several A's. All right? So please start working. There are a number of you in here that consistently talk to me. Some of you I don't even know what to sound like. Um, and I'm very pleased. I am very, very pleased with the with the level of interest. Yes, we had a rocky start. but that is now behind us, and I'm seeing an improvement. And I really want you guys to just do the thing. So tonight I'm going to be moving on. There's quite a bit to be done. Yes, I finished one unit, but there is or are other units to work on. And this unit that I'm in now, um, I don't know.
Sir,
Yes, my love.
sorry. Are we going to finish the homework or go through it?
Yeah,
Just
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just trying to bring it up.
okay.
Come on, sent me something, but I'm actually I don't transfer my my files over to the new device yet because I have to wait on what do you call it now, the Microsoft package. So I'm actually trying to boot up the old system now to look back at the questions. So that's what I'm waiting on to come up. So that's why I don't even respond to come out yet. But yeah, man, I'm going to do the questions and then I want to move into some simple interest, compound interest, depreciation. And those, all three of those, I'm going to be wrapping up in one class tonight. Them not hard. I'm going to give you one formula. You go work on toward the formula. You're good to go. I promise you. I promise you. So I just wanted to show up tonight. And are you guys hearing me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Right. Cornelia, you come back. I saw you left a while ago.
Yeah, because my internet was having issues, so I couldn't see your screen on out, so I just log out. But sorry about
Okay. Yeah, man, that's right, Papa. No, so this is a point I'm making. How I do my stuff is, oh crap, I need to do those things. Is what I call voice recognition. So I'm not even looking at the participant list, but I saw when a notification came up. Come on, computer, like seriously? Where you left, but I'm happy that you're back with us. All right, let me just go here because this is um this is taking off. Well, all right, so all right, so I'm gonna ask the class not to write on the screen. I'm actually not using what it is that I'm accustomed to be using. What I'm using now is when we just started the Zoom sessions in COVID, I was using the whiteboard in Zoom until I graduate and and invested in a tablet, a writing tablet that is. But no, the writing tablet is connected to the computer and the computer is out. So I am back to my Zoom. So I'll try the very best to write as clearly as possible. What you will have to do for me tonight, guys, is to screenshot. This is what we used to do back then. You remember when we were in No, you guys weren't at Excel in COVID. No, you weren't.
sir,
Unless, yeah,
sir. But me have
yes.
I was at sixth form in COVID, so me kind of get
You
into
can't.
it in
Yeah. So
coming.
you had to screenshot them. The top when the teacher them right on the screen, don't?
Yeah, me have to go up on YouTube and study somehow because that is the time that person go internet wise and sharing information. So we did have to adapt somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the recording is posted, and for those of you who just came in, would recognize that I've posted the recordings to the channel. Um,
Excuse me,
I
sir. You post on Canvas?
no YouTube,
Okay.
and in the description for the WhatsApp is a link to the my YouTube channel. I'm gonna ask that you just subscribe.
You mean the email?
No, not the email. The link to the
No, true. Yes, a WhatsApp.
yeah,
You
man, the
mean the
WhatsApp.
email?
No, man, the WhatsApp. So when you go into your what? Oh, sorry, you don't have a WhatsApp group now. Forgive me.
No. So you're concerned
Mm.
there's a WhatsApp.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
mean
yeah, 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 yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
on
Yeah.
your signature on your email?
Right. I'm going
Okay.
to. Right. I'm going to both of bath. All right, Shauna, that's something that you need to remind me about, my dear. I'm gonna get the thing to you because no, but there were 4 students who watched it. But anyhow, I'll get it to you. I'll get the link to you. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can go in there now as we speak. Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel. I created a YouTube channel in COVID because ah, sir, can you resend me this lesson from this day because I can't find it and that, I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. It was just way too much for me. So I just created a a YouTube channel and dumped all my recordings in there.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead.
I type in Mark, use Mark Sean 5088.
Him same one.
Uh,
Him same one. So let me
okay,
just
I'll sign. I'm subscribe to.
yeah man. So I'm gonna ask you to subscribe. So at MarkShan5088, I want you to subscribe. I'm not looking for any likes. What I'm doing is so that you can see the recordings, um, get the notification when the recordings are in. So far, I have 509 videos, and you won't see much for applied math because I wasn't teaching applied math for quite a while, but you will see applied math for last summer. And I have uploaded 2 days ago. One, two, three, um, plenty enough. About 8 of them, 7 or 8 of them. Um, so yes, so Mark Shant 5088. Um, and I will copy that into the chat now. And there you go. So, all right. So I am at the point now. All right. Sorry. Let me unplug this pin so that I can start my writing. All right. Can you read the first question that I gave you for homework, please? Because I'm not even remembering which of them I gave you. Amoy, you have a question nearby? I saw your answer, but it's not corresponding to.
Sir, the first question is a partial set was bought and sold for 89,200, thereby making the profit of 32%. Calculate the original price.
All right, got you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, so. All right, so Apache set was bought and sold for 89,000, um, 89,200. thereby making a profit of 32%. You need to calculate the original price. So we're calculating money. So considering cost price as 100%, that screen gone down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Considering cost price as 100%, we're going to have a patio set was bought for 89,000, thereby making a profit of 32%. All right. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to call this now one.
Oh, God. Curtis, is in a pen, that's a pen. Yeah. Mark out this number. Consider cost, considering the cost, we
Cost price is
can
100%.
on cost price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this thing is malfunctioning. Hold on, guys, because I was excited a while ago that it's okay, and then it is.
Oh, this pen? What part of pen? Okay. Make it sound, but yeah, it's starting right now. You must start malfunction. Eh?
Mute for me, please. Cornelia, mute for me, please, because I'm almost sure I heard a word that you used a while ago that
Okay. Full malfunction.
all right. All right, let's go again now. Okay, great. So 132% will represent $89,200. All right. So we're going to consider cost price as 100%. It says a patio set was bought and sold for 89,200, thereby making a profit of 32%. So that means 132% is representing that amount. So therefore, 1% represents 89,200 divided by 132%. So now, calculate the original price. ORIGINA. So original price is at 100%. So that is 100% will represent 89,200 over 132%. Oh crap, this thing is one. Listen to me. All right, let me just times this by 100 and see if that works. Yes, that works. So 132%. All right. And then what do we do from there now? 89,000. Do that calculation for me, please, enter more ticket.
Bye. You can feel the laugh. Thank God for Frilly, because whenever I have a Frilly when she done and aim with me tonight. But we would reach a far because Cody come then.
Shauna, mute for me, please. Um, anybody get that answer yet? Based
Sir,
on the yes, please.
67,575.76 cents.
And 76 cents or 0.76.
Yeah. No, but
Right.
the thing is, I round off it.
Yeah, man, that's fine. It's just that
Sir,
the
I
same.
have 67, 388.
No, we agree with that.
No. Sir, and that's what me do it now. Sure. See, I'm so what something no wrong, something no right this so me do. So alright. Let me see. Look back on my book. Sir, which question I do?
The patio set one.
Sir, which one?
The patio set was bought and sold for 89,000 200, thereby making a profit of 32%.
Oh, sir, you know what happened? Sorry. I
Mm-hmm.
mixed up the question. So that's the second one. So yeah, all right. We never do it yet. We did the next one before it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, Kami, that is better now, Kamoy.
Do it. Thanks.
Any
Sir, oh, you get
questions?
132% there. So
Oh, I get 132. All right, thanks for
yeah.
asking. All right, so let me read the question again. It says a patio set was bought and sold for $89,200, thereby making
A profit.
a profit of 32%.
Right.
So that means the 89,200 includes the profit amount. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So since the profit amount is 32%, that means the 89,200 is representing 132%. Remember, cost price is 100%.
Right.
Good. So when you put the profit now, that means that amount of money going to be your 132%. Put it this way.
Oh, got it, got it, got it.
Yeah. But one other example for somebody who not seen it.
Mm-hmm.
How much percent you pay for phone card again?
Sir,
What's the GCT amount for phone cards? Anybody know?
no, sir. I was going to say that, sir,
Is it
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying that is it that you could have used another alternative that you mentioned before, which is you could have do the subtraction at the top where you subtract the 132 times the 100, and after you get the percentage from there, so you say the 89, no, the 89 200 over the percentage, no, over 100 times the percentage that you got, and it could have get the same answer. Is that correct?
No, it wouldn't give that answer because
Oh,
the original amount is included in the
it-
89,200.
oh, so the profit is included.
The profit, right? The profit is included. So you don't need to
Oh,
calculate it so you can get out the profit. Nobody knows what percentage you charge for GC. I don't know use phone so much.
15, sir?
No, 25%.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because I always 250, two something,
Right.
275 and something.
275. Good. So when you go to we now talk about the little TV man them on the road corner where I sell the $100 credit for $200. But when you go
Mm-hmm.
to the reputable stores, the final price that they charge you is going to be 125% because it's the price of the credit plus the tax that is included in there. So just remember, this 89,200 is the price of the patio set where the merchant is making a 32% profit, right? So input on the money already, the profit pan him something, and him say, yo, say this is going to be 89,200, make get one profit of 32%. So you don't need to do the calculation and separate it. So remember, you're trying to find money, so you're ending with money. You're trying to find money, so you're ending with money. So what I mean by that, my statement is going to be, I'm going to start my statement with, with 132% and ending the statement with money, which is the 89,200. If I wanted to calculate percentage, I would have started with money and end with the percentage there. But not going to go through that again. I did that the other day. I was listening to the recording the other day on that. All right. So what you should get is 67,575.76. And that is the original price of the patio set before the additional, oopsie daisy, before the additional,
Taxes and support.
right. Okay. Any questions so far?
Sir, yes, what? And you're not going to repeat, so no.
No? No, I mean, let me hear the question though. Come I
It's
just
not
realize
a question, it's just the phrase that you stated regarding starting money and ending with that. I was just want to reiterate what I have just ensured is correct. So
right.
you can
So
repeat.
no problem. Um uh, Rockstone. This is a thing that I remember not liking with the Zoom something, you know. Right, forgive me. Forgive me. Represent. Represent. So what I'm saying to you, Sean, is what I'm saying to you is because I'm calculating money, I start with 132%. I start with percent rather, and I'm ending my statement there with money because I'm calculating money for my final answer. See here, money. I'm calculating money with for my final answer. All right. So if I'm calculating percentage, I want you to go back and watch that recording, students. If I'm calculating percentage, I'm going to start my statement with money and end with percentage. So if the question wanted me to calculate percentage here, it would have been 89,200 represent 132%. So which is what I was saying to you the last class, that the first statement is critical. And that sets up the stage nicely for how you're going to do your questions. All right? Okay, let us move to the final question. It says a flat screen. It says a flat screen television. A flat screen TV is marked for sale at 79,280, including a sales tax of 15%. Uh-oh. Determined. You know, I hate when the people them do that at supermarket. Them prices include GCT. Me want to see what the original price do. Me no need to calculate my GCT properly. So me love when me go supermarket or anywhere at all I'm shopping. You give me your price. Let me see let me add my own GCT to it. But some supermarkets just put in one flat something and so you can see what the final price is going to be, which is what this TV man doing. Right? Market for sale for 79,280, including a sales tax of 15%. So tell me how much percent the 79,280 is representing.
Sir, can you repeat the figure, please?
Now I'm saying to you, it says a flat screen TV is marked for sale at $79,280, including a sales tax of 15%. I'm asking you, the 79,280, what percentage is that representing? Come on, oh man. But tell me the percent amount. Yeah, we know it's sale, but tell me the percent amount. Tell me how much percent it is representing. Hello, somebody? No, you're doing it the other way around, Francine.
Sir, you asked what the first price did in percentage before the GCT did add on.
No, I'm asking you what I'm asking is what percentage is the 79,208 is representing?
Hmm.
Sash, are we able to screen ago? Okay, so thank you, Shauna. It's 115%, not 15, 115%. Because remember the 79,000, remember the TV was bought and sold for 79,280, including a sales tax of 15%. So it means that the cost of the TV is going to include the sales tax. And the sales tax is 15%. So that means the 79,280 is representing 115%. You must talk to me now. Let me know that you're not understanding. Okay. So what we'll do here now is again to consider cost price as 100%. All right. So what is going to happen now is we need to find the original price. We need to find money. We're ending with money. So we're going to say 115% represents 79,280. So therefore, 1% represents.
Sorry if you're writing, I'm not seeing it, you know. Oh, wait there.
Will you not see my screen?
I just see it. I have to move it.
No, I miss B. I move up and down my screen. Can it's send it back? Come over somewhere, Sash.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Now we're saying to you, come over somewhere. It's all right. See it right here, sir. Now you see it now.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. Represents 79,280. Hmm? Yeah. That's something look like in the right tonight. All right, let's go again. All over 115%. So now what we're gonna have is 100%. Remember, that's the original price. So 100% represents 79,280 over 115% multiplied by 100%. Do that arithmetic, please. Okay. 68,939.13 is a correct answer. Very good, Shauna.
Sir, when you finish teaching the class, I have a question.
Go ahead. Like no? Because we
No,
can't go
not
now.
no, man. When you finish.
When I finish? All right, no problem. And that's it. That's it, my students. That's it. Um, You can screenshot for me. Screenshots so that you can have copies of those. Um, I apologize. I don't have the other system where I can email you the stuff. All right. So I am at 7:43, moving into something new, simple interest. I'm not spending a whole night on simple interest. I shall be doing simple interest, then move into compound interest, and then I may just look at some depreciation if time allows. But I know I'm going to be doing both simple interest, compound interest. Let's go. Everybody here have a bank account?
Sorry, I send me money.
Nice. You know what we tell you earlier? um,
You look like you bank up already.
same way. So, all right. So, anybody knows how to? Well, that really shouldn't be the question that I asked. What I should have asked is, does anyone have an investment account? Can I say two different something? Your bank account
Yes,
different
sir.
from your investment account. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Mm. So your bank account is a little everyday account. You know, the account where your salary go to, and the account where you used to just pay your bills them from, and you just keep a little money in there. So when you run out of cash for bus fare, you go on little machine and draw out a little money again, and it's just like a holding space. Your investment account now is an account where you should just put aside, and you save regularly in it, and not go draw nothing from it, because that's how you perhaps money. And I'm gonna say to you, make sure that all of you are saving. Now, when we had the face-to-face classes, and I used to teach simple interest, compound interest, I used to make this thing very real and very interactive. You know what our teacher used to do? I used to go to an investment company and I invite them to come to my class. And one of the things that the students were asked to do is to walk. Them the times it was $1,000 to open an investment company. I mean investment account, sorry. And what I challenge the students to do is to walk with their $1,000. Sir, me don't have any money. Okay, fine. Tell me when you're going to save up $1,000. Right? So sometimes I finish teaching the topic, and then when we say, all right, sir, we have the $1,000, I say, good. Some students will say, give me the $1,000 to keep for them. And then I'll invite the representatives from the investment company. I won't tell you which one. And they would come and they would talk to the students about simple interest, about compound interest. And the students were able to participate because guess what? Them learn it in a class. And at the end of the presentation, students were invited to come and open their accounts, and they opened their accounts. And not that I was fast in their business, but after the first month, students were asked to take their investment receipt, and we're going to do the calculation to make sure, say, what the bank tells us that we're getting for the investment portion is exactly what it is that we got. Right? Some students, it was a minimum of $1,000. Some students opened their account with $20,000. Some students use the bare minimum to open their account, and it was very interactive. Students were excited, and I'm praying to God that those students still have their bank accounts. Right? So um, yeah, I won't get that opportunity with you because I don't want to see you guys again for applied math, because you're going to pass it this time around. So maybe another math course that I'll be teaching, you can do that. Go ahead, Shauna.
Sir, but I believe the interest that you get on the investment account is not really a lot.
It is more than what it is that you get for the regular savings account, because some banks give you interest once a year in October, end of
Like
the
some of
see?
them give you a base off of the quarter, like every 3 months, based off
No,
of
not
some.
not the commercial banks.
No, not the credit
Right. So
union.
right. So what happened is that the commercial banks, some banks give you interest yearly, and and I know one of the commercial banks give you interest every 6 months, right? April and October. So some banks give you interest October only, and I know one bank gives you interest 2 times of the year, April and October. Now, guess what? So you see with the commercial banks, so you see if you have $1 million in the account, and the day before the end of April comes, you had to draw the money to go buy your car, and you draw the money before the interest is calculated. Remember, not because you have the $1 million in your account for 6 months before that, you're not going to get no interest on it. That's how the commercial banks operate. It's not your regular bank account is not, it should not be, even though it's a savings account, shouldn't be your savings account because you're not getting any interest on it. Why you need to have an investment account now? Because your investment is calculated, Carnelo, on a daily basis. So for example, if you use a credit union, if you use some of the investment companies, and there are so many investment companies around, if you use your investment companies, they give you interest on a daily basis. So your interest is calculated daily. So those are the places you want to go and save your money, because every day. So if you had $1 million in the account and you draw it out the day before it matures in the commercial bank, you will collect 5 months and almost 6 months worth of interest if it was in um, a credit union or a regular investment account. So you have to choose wisely. So for those of you who don't have an investment account and you're trying to say, well, sir, I have $300,000 in my savings account because that's where I save. Take it out. Take it out and go open an investment account. Open an investment account, transfer the money from that account, use your regular bank account as your everyday account that his salary is going to go into, account that you're going to use to pay your bills. You go to the machine and draw money, not to save. Because you see, once you have a debit card for that account, if Hungry Bite Short, you're going point of sale, going buy KFC or Wendy's or pizza. Yeah? But with the investment account now, um, what they do if you do not a credit union, the credit union will give you a debit card only for a portion of the money that you put, and the money in your shares is not touched because that's supposed to be savings. And if you have like a certificate of deposit, you don't have no debit card for use with that, so it forces you to save. All right. Simple interest is, some banks give you interest based on a simple interest calculation, whereas other banks give you interest calculated at the compounded rate. So, as I said to you, I'm going to be doing simple interest and compound interest because I'm going to do them both almost side by side, so you can decide which one is really better. Cornelia, go ahead.
So, I was going to add regarding to the simple interest, if it is correct regarding to the credit union. So, for example, yeah, you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Alright, great. So, suppose, alright, so Mark Enterprise Investment Company offering Carnelo opening an account of 20,000 dollars, and they said that the interest rate will be like 3% per year. So
Mm-hmm.
is it that you're going to calculate the $20,000 times the 3% times the XYZ, sir, to get a simple interest
Right, but what you did not say to me is that if you're getting an interest at 3% per annum, it
on a
means then that you would have to do the calculation on a
monthly,
monthly basis.
monthly,
And
yeah,
right,
minimum, yeah, that
right.
is a
So when you do
minimum.
that, you have to divide all of that by 12, and then it will tell you how much money you will get on a
Mm-hmm.
monthly basis. And if it is that
Yeah,
you're doing the calculation by the day, you'll have to divide it by 365 to tell you how much
yeah,
money we can get on your money per day.
yeah. That is the reason why I was mentioning the quarter to you before,
Mm-hmm.
because the quarter means every 3 months, and for
Mm-hmm.
the entire year is 4 times, yeah, 4 times a quarter will come. estimate the annual 1 year, 1 year actually. So
Yeah.
I understand, sir.
Right, but let me since you touched base on that, let me just talk to you about that one now. So I made mention of a certificate of deposit. The
Yes.
certificate of deposit now will say to you that you are investing your money on a 3 months basis. You can do
Mm-hmm.
it from a month to month, or you can do it on a 3 months basis. So it means that you're not going to see any interest in the first month or the second month, but at the third month you will see the
Yes.
interest, because what is happening is that interest is still accruing on your money, but because you're not touching it, it is rolling
Mm-hmm.
over, so you're expected to get a higher interest rate. So if you're doing like
Yeah.
a long term, for example, some financial institutions say, yo, if you come and you save with us and you put on an X amount of money and you don't draw the money from that money um for 5 years, you see all of the interest we draw to your money, we're going to give back. So them call that tax-free savings. And yes, we do have those tax-free savings in Jamaica,
But
right?
sir, but
Hmm.
that could lead to like a fixed account when not really make any sense in somewhat
Why?
be.
Why? Why?
If you
Why
say,
it don't make no sense?
uh, sir, I don't know. Like, honest, you have different reason for it, but to me, sir, I tend to believe that I prefer to be in an investment company where I know that every each quarter or each day or month, whatever so
Hmm.
be it, my interest go on it more than to know that I deposit XYZ amount and I have to wait till future timing before I know that XYZ amount going to be added. This is the interest rate that I'm going to get by that time. So in that time there's the comparison between the both of them is that the one that I can do faster, like for example, you mentioned the fixed account. I am mentioning the fixed account. I
Hmm.
could do a partner as well, and the partner could accumulate more in somewhat
Yeah. All
than the
right. Stick up. Stick up in. Stick up
uh,
in. I mean, I like your thinking. I like your thinking. I am not saying that you're wrong. I'm just going to challenge you something here. Who me can
uh
trouble in the class now? Come on. Because she trouble me the other day and tell me, say me difficult.
you're
So me go
always
trouble.
right.
Me go trouble. Come on now. So come on is the banker, right? Kamoy
Mm-hmm.
has nefarious ideas. Kamoy, you go fly out, and Kamoy come at the class and say, guys, I'm starting a partner, I'm going to get $100,000 a draw. And everybody say, what? 100,000? I would say, yeah, man. And we give Kamoy the money. And then when we forget we first draw, Kamoy gone, because Kamoy use the money buy a ticket gone to England.
Mm-hmm.
You see how risky the partner is,
No, but as I'm saying, I never be specific regarding to the partner. But
no,
you can go
no, but
ahead.
I'm just saying
No,
to you,
yes,
your money is safer if
sir.
you're putting it into a financial institution than if you're going to do a partner, because anything can happen. Okay, what's your name? Come on, not going to run with
Right.
the money,
That's
but
right.
God forbid, come on, put the money in the house and only can trouble now. David just come to class and say good evening. So David now knows that come on have the money, and David decides say I'm gonna break in the come on house and take the money, and
I'm
come
gonna
on I
buy
say
car.
but eh
I'm gonna buy a
and go,
car as well.
which is the point I'm making. So I'm saying to you, personally for me, if
Yeah.
I'm going to do a partner, I will do a partner with the bank, because the banks do partners, and the banks will give you what you call it now, interest.
Interest.
So
Yeah.
if the bank give you interest on your money when you're doing the partner, because if me at the bank, and they throw $20,000, so you have to go pay me to keep your money for the stuff. So you're going to actually lose. Not that I'm killing the partner business. I'm not here to kill the partner something. But the point is though, why people save long term.
Yeah.
Um, you're in your first year, Cornello.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. You're in your
Going
first year.
to the second
You're,
year, September.
you're right, and your aim is that when you finish college, you can have enough money to pay down on a house. All right. You do a little
Mm-hmm.
odd jobs, and you're saving towards a goal. This is where long-term saving comes in. So don't say it don't make any sense. My young people, and some of you are
No,
not,
no. As you say to me, but now go say to
and
nobody
I'm
else.
saying to you, and that's why I'm speaking to you directly, Cornello.
Oh,
To you directly. Do not have that notion. Let me give you a piece of my business. Because I'm here to help you to be better than I
yeah.
am.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, I bought my first car. And I wanted to just finish paying off for the car. They gave me 4 years to pay off for the car, and I pay off my car in 3 years. All right. Not
Mm-hmm.
that I was working a whole lot of money, but guess what? Um, I had a long-term saving, and
Yeah.
they say within 5 years, after 5 years, my saving is going to be tax-free. So all the tax that the bank took out of the money, out of my money, they will give it back to me. So it was a tax-free saving. And I calculated it and I said to myself, but hold on, the amount of money that I'm going to pay in interest to this car company for the next 12 months to finish pay off for the car is more money than what I am going to be getting, than what the bank is going to give me for my tax-free break.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be better off if I just go and draw the money off of the money, off of the investment,
Fixed
because
account.
it matures now, because it reached 5 years. And that's what I did. I was able to call them one Friday evening. I was at church, and I called them one Friday evening and I said, me can get the money here now. And the lady said, yeah, you reach your 5 years, man. So you can get your tax free and so forth and so on. But Mr. Shandy, said this is almost closing hours, so I can do the transaction today, but it's not going to reflect into your account until Monday. They say me good. And you know what I did? The same Friday, I drove to the car place and wrote them a check and say, yo, clear the account. And they said, sir, you want to close the account in 3 years? I said, yes, because I don't like owing. And
Mm-hmm.
this is what Cornello long-term saving does. It could have meant that I wanted to buy a house and then I'm going to use that long-term saving for the deposit. It could mean that I wanted to go and do my master's. I could use that long-term saving to pay for the first year of the master's, because I know I can go work and travel and work the rest of the money. So I'm saying to you, don't shoot down long-term savings.
No,
You
I'm not shooting it down, sir, but me just a
Mhm,
try use alternative ways of making a profit. Although, as I said before,
mhm,
the fixed account and the others of other investment ways of earning a profit on your on your money that you save is totally
mhm.
different. And as I said, different institution and as I said, commercial banks they give you a different, they picture a different figure to you that you say, more and try this, more and try that. But at the same time, sir, remember that while doing an investment is still about you in being a share. You're giving a share to the company, is what I'm saying. So I look into that as a major factor to say that I tend not to go to a fixed account because I want to accumulate the shares by specific time. Because at the same time, for me, I try to look at the stock market and to see how the institution that I'm in, see how they are performing and their competitors, and I try to compare the both of them and see which one of them kind of make sense to join, or even to join the two of them and see how we can make a profit. Because remember that when you're doing a shares, like you buy a share in a company, it's the same investment that you're doing. But as I said, the fixed account is totally different from that there.
And
So
you see
that's it.
again, me and you one of them day have to go sit down and eat two patty. I may talk you through some things, because um and I wish when I was at your age somebody sat me down and talked to me. So one of them days I go sit down and talk to you about it. I'm going to tell you, you said something just now that I really hope that you none of the students in the class know, um have that idea in mind. It's when you buy stocks, you may buy a stock today that is doing very well today, and Mr. Trump, for argument's sake, will come and say,
So,
Visa prices getting moved from $185 US to $435 US. And people decide, say, well, so me nah do this again
not
because
into
me, yeah, so you don't know what happened to the stock there. So it
it
going
goes,
decrease, it go
it
down.
goes, it
And
goes, yeah.
you are going to be losing, and the money that you're losing, Cornello, is going to be a rapid loss at any given time. So
Give
when
me
you
a
buy
second.
stocks, the stocks may do well. So if you buy like an Amazon stock, Amazon is doing pretty well because people still buying from Amazon. Sheen will be doing well because, and Tim, you want them please, because like our graduation, Mr. The Dolly
Yeah.
them come out pretty for the graduation the other day. Me say not a prettier dolly could I find. Them come out good, good, good.
A
Because
fairy tale lifestyle.
yes, I. So if you're doing Sheen now, Sheen Sheen stocks would have gone up because the
Yeah,
people
but
them the dolly them are buy the clothes them for go turn up for graduation, right? But I'm saying to you, if something were to go, say for example, them say um the government of Jamaica decide that they're going to tax more people, they're
that
going to put
give
on
a
more
traffic,
tax. Yeah,
traffic
what is
on the
going to
shipping.
happen? Yeah, what is going to happen to those stock prices? It's going to go down. Why?
You go
Because you're not going to have that many people buying those
buy
stocks.
it.
So I'm
Sorry, yeah.
saying to you, stocks is very risky, very very risky, and you will have to know how you play out in the market if you are a heavy risk taker or a moderate risk taker or you don't like any risk. If you don't like any risk, the stock market is not good for you. But
Yeah,
when you
as I
put
said,
your
sir, me and
Mhm.
you have to go talk about this one on one.
Sir,
Yeah,
let me
man.
just
Someday.
add to that
Go
before
ahead.
you start teaching.
Go ahead.
So the other day I was on a meeting with I think her name is Miss Kalia Reynolds.
Yeah, man.
She
Yeah.
said you have to invest and you must invest to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
She go ahead and said something regarding to you can't save to buy a house. You have to invest first,
Mm-hmm.
then save.
Absolutely.
She said a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was of the notion is to understand the stock market because she was advising young personnel that want to invest
Mm-hmm.
to understand the market before going into the stock market and to
Absolutely.
know
That's
all of
correct.
that.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
So at this point, sir, I don't know what to do. I don't
All right.
know.
I'm going to give you guys one more thing, and then I move into the calculation.
Yeah.
Um, Many years ago, one of my co-workers, who is still working there at the college, said to me, "Shand, follow me to the bank now." I said, "All right, we don't have nothing to do." It was a time like now when school was on a go slow. So I said, "Sure, come." And we drove down to New Kingston, and my colleague was doing a transaction. And the representative said to me, you don't want to open an account?" I said, "No, I have several accounts. No, thank you." And then she said, "No, man, you need to do something." I said, "All right." I said, "But I didn't work with any money." And my coworker says, "Let me lend you some money." I said, "Yes, I have the money at work in my bag. I'll give it back to you when I get to work." And I opened the account there and then and got to work, gave back the money. So I didn't owe anybody anything. And a few weeks later, a preference share was opened, was announced from that company. And I bought 5,000 stocks from the company. And I paid about 20,000, $20,000, 20,000, little bit of dollars, 20,000 and little bit of change. And my friends who also bought into those stocks one day came and said, "It is going to crash. It is going to crash. I'm taking out my money." And then I thought to myself, I can afford to lose $20,000. I'm going to let it stay. Many years later, I'm still associated with the bank, with that particular investment company. And I looked on my stocks recently, and it was at 100 and something thousand dollars. All right. And this is no makeup story. As I'm speaking to you, I'm actually logging on. Oh, that was one thing open already. Second, just put here to tell you exactly. I bought 5,000 and I paid 20 something thousand dollars. I have made back my money 5 times. Matter of fact, the stocks were even the value of the stocks um fell the other day because it was like about 120 something thousand dollars, right? It was about 120 something thousand dollars, and then it went down to about $100,000. And I'm saying to myself, well, even though the stocks go down, I now lose because if I go and cash it in now, I am making back my money. If I had that $20,000 in a commercial bank for that period of time, I don't think I'll be getting $5,000.
No, it would have decreased by now.
Absolutely. That's the point I'm making. So Cornell, yeah man, one of them they are all like one reason on this stuff. So you have to be smart. You have to save for long term. You can't just you have different types of savings. You have a long term saving, you have a medium term saving, and you have a short term saving. And you need to know what it is
The
that you're saving
levels,
towards.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
So you
levels
get
that you
yeah
are.
man, because if you said 5 years from now, I want to own a BMW. You start saving from now. What is a short term saving? A short term
Short,
saving maybe for a vacation,
like an
right?
occasion,
Yeah,
right?
right. You're going to a graduation, so or you want to travel in December. You want to go for Thanksgiving. That's a short term saving. So you can start saving now in order to get that. But a longer term saving now, you're going to you have to plan for it. Trust me, and it makes a whole lot of sense when you do that.
Yeah, you have to do some marketing thing for that.
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
is CWJ good?
It's not a matter of it being good or bad. It is how the stock is performing. So you have to look to see how the stock is performing at that particular point, and you have to look at the trend. So when you look at the trend, it will tell you that for the last 6 years, the stocks are going good. Then you know it's something is something that you need to buy into because the stocks is doing pretty well. You follow me? So you can't
Mm-hmm.
just say C&J is doing very well. You have to look at how the stocks are
Previously.
performing. Right.
So as I said to you before, sir, you have to look at the stock market from before. So you can't just watch it now and say, oh, them are the good and just jump on. You will just flash, you will just go bankrupt.
Right. And I just said something a while ago. Now that I'm looking at it, I told you that I was at 100,000. Right about now, it dropped to $97,950. But for me, yes, you may be saying that, boy, sir, better go draw to money because you're losing. Remember, I paid $20,000 for these 5,000 units.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still at a profit of $77,000 dollars roughly. But guess what? It's a long-term saving, and the company is doing pretty well. So I'm believing now that I can make this stay for another couple of years. Chances are,
Yeah, better days can come.
which is the point I'm making, it may reach $150,000. I may even get much more money on my money. So you have these long-term savings
Yeah.
that you can do things with. So yes, you need to save,
Mm.
you need to save, you need to save. All right, let's continue now. So
So we
we're
can
looking
answer a
at
question regarding to this.
quickly. Go ahead.
All right, so the PRT is what? Price, rate, and
Mm-mm.
tax, and time?
Principal rate and time.
Principal time. Oh, all right, yeah, I think so.
And principal is the amount of money put
The
down.
money, the figure, the
Mm-hmm.
rate, the rate have to do it like the percentage. Me not remember correctly, sir. For a long time, I know the math.
Shauna K, if I ever hold you as a child of mine, you're saving your pan. You and I'm going to invite you to the cookout, so you can be a part of the
Sir,
conversation.
my pan a 2 year old, you know. Yes, see.
Oh, goodness. I was saving my pan one time and I move, and the mover people, they move my pan. You understand? So these are things that you have to plan for. Anyhow, let's go. So yeah, P is a principal, R is the rate, and T is the time. P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is the time. So let me give you a question. And as I said before, I'm going to be teaching you both simple interest and compound interest together. Say, all right, so calculate the simple interest. SI is simple interest here. We shorten it and call it SI. So calculate the simple interest on $200 at 6% per annum for 3 years. Calculate the simple interest on $200 at 6% per annum for 3 years. All right. Said ask me to calculate the simple interest. So simple interest on $200, that's my principal. The principal is the amount of money put down times the rate. It says 6%. Watch me. 6%. So what is happening? That 100 on there, so is for the rate. And times simple interest is calculated in years. And then when you do all of that calculation, yes, I'm seeing somebody drop it in the chat. That comes out to be $36. Do the calculation and confirm that you get $36, please. Yes, no, maybe so. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So this is what is happening. So your interest for the 3 years is going to be $36. So you know what your interest is going to be. So Cornell going a foreign and him get 200 money, could be pound and could be US, could be whatever it is. And he decides that, yo, I'm going abroad to study for 3 years. When I come back to Jamaica, I didn't want a little change. I don't need to carry that money because I get a full scholarship. So the money going to pay me for the study. I'm going to open an investment account. Leave it in there. 3 years later, I have a little change. And say, yes, man, 6% per annum for 3 years. Cornell, them say, well, when you come back, so you're going to have $36. Cornell say, what? $36? Yeah, man, I'm good. So the amount that Cornell will have in his account is going to be $236 because the interest plus the principal will give me the amount. That's if it is that he invested it in at simple interest. And that is if he invested it at simple interest. Let me introduce something to you now. By the way, are there any questions regarding that? Are you all agreeing with that simple interest calculation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Francine? Good job. Good job. David?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good, good, good. All right. Now, let me show you what happens now at compound interest. Let me show you what happens at compound interest. And then you can tell me when you are doing your investment, which of them you prefer, simple interest or compound interest. Let's just check at compound interest. At compound interest, money is calculated. Um, by the way, Nadra, I need to talk to you after class here.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So at compound interest, your your money is calculated. Well, let me not even tell you. Let me go ahead and do the calculator and show you. So for the first year, we're gonna use $200 times 6%. That's $12. Then I'm gonna add $200. Okay, so this is what is happening to the pen. Um, that's why it's not writing. No, I see. Plus $12 is equal to $212. That $212 is going to be my amount for the second year. Do that calculation and tell me what you get, please. I see what is wrong with the pen. Do the calculation and tell me what you get, please. 212 times 6 divided by 100.
Sir, $224.
Everybody got the 224? Somebody talk to me. Frano, what you say? I know you're talking to me in the chat. Talk to me, Frano.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
212 times 6
Mm-hmm.
divide by 100.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I got. I got 12.72.
Okay, so that's why I asked a
Oh,
question
yeah.
because 12.72 is
Sir,
correct. 12.72 is correct. That's why I asked the question for you to
Okay.
check. Mm-hmm. Good. So what is going to happen now is you're going to add you're going to add um 212 plus $12.72. Going to give you $224.72. All right. And then now for the third year, I'm going to have a new principal going down. $224.72 times 6%. Tell me what you get for that one.
$13.48.
$13.48. Oh, come on, Pin. $13.48. And then when I add, watch me now. When I add that $12 plus this money, plus that money, look and see what is going to happen. $12 plus $12.72 plus $13.48. How much money you get?
Sir, you're going to get $238.
Right, no, just add up that. So it's going to be $38.20. It's just the interest alone, Nadra, that we're looking at.
Oh, sir, I never did that look properly.
Yeah. So, and this is the interest.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
what is that above it? 2 plus, what is that, 12? 200 plus 12?
Right here. So, yeah, man. Yeah. To give it 212. Yeah.
Equal what that? 212 that, sir? Oh, that not look so right, you know, man. All right.
It's just that the pen kind of. I have not used this pen since COVID. Real talk. Because I never had a need to again. So it cannot get crystallized at the tip.
Okay.
Right. So let me just highlight this now. So this is simple interest. This is compound interest. I can't tell you it done. But let me just explain what is happening here now. So you will recognize that the amount of money that I would have saved, would have earned based on my interest for the simple interest calculation was $36. But at compound interest, I'm earning $38.20. Let me ask an obvious question. Which one is more?
Compound.
Compound.
Compound interest. Because let me explain the difference with simple interest, compound interest now. Your simple interest, your interest is calculated one shot. One shot. But your compound interest, it is calculated every period. So 3 years, It tells you how much money you get for the first year, interest you get for the first year, $12. That money is going to be added to your original principal, your original amount, thereby giving you a higher principal for the second period. So instead of me using $200, I'm now using $212. Can you all appreciate that? Hello?
Sir,
Can you appreciate that for my second period, I am not going to be investing $200 anymore. My investment is going to go up by $12. So I'm going to invest $212. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And because I'm increasing my principal, it simply means that my interest at the end of the second year is also going to be increased. So instead of $12, remember no, when you divide 36 by 3, you get 12. So for simple interest, every year you're going to get $12. The first year for the compound interest, you're going to get $12. But for the second year for the compound interest, you're getting $12.72. By the time you reach the third year, you have a higher principal because that $212 now is going to be added to your $12.72, thereby giving you a higher principal amount of $224.72. What happened to your
Hmm.
interest? Boom,
sir,
$13.48. Go ahead.
I was saying that is it that like the formula does saying, but as I said, I just follow what you have used to say, but just have an understanding with the compound interest. Is it
Mm-hmm.
that the formula for it is going to be S? I'm gonna put it now. CI, if you want to put
Mm-mm.
it on.
Mm-mm.
No, no.
So,
So is it?
sir,
Go
No,
ahead.
me just finish what I said
Yeah,
then
yeah. Go,
because
go ahead.
just
Go ahead, make it.
finish. Alright, so I was saying CI equal the principal times the rate over 100. Is that the
No,
formula?
no.
Alright.
I saw where you were going. That's why I could say no quickly.
Yeah,
Shauna, go
no, me
ahead.
understand.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Shauna. Let me hear what you're saying.
No, it wasn't me, sir. It was someone else.
Oh, sorry. Who was it coming in? Sorry. Don't back down now. Somebody said, sir.
it was me, sir. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, you were explaining something earlier on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with those interests that I was seeing there, I thought I was the one getting the money. But then eventually it turns out wherein what I could get from it, even though I kind of get a bit set, well, a bit distracted a little bit, is that I'm the one paying the money
Mm-mm.
in the second year. So that
Mm-hmm.
$12 goes on to my money that I'm paying to the person them around me I get it. Me
Are
not
you a
really
get it, you know?
under.
No,
Are
you
you a
will
get it,
get
you know?
it.
This is your investment, you know. This is your compound
Oh,
interest. So instead of
okay.
getting $12 every year for the simple interest, your money will go.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get $12. So guess what? You remember the conversation that Cornel and I had in terms of
The quarter, sir.
the
Just
quarter
mention
P.
the
Ah,
quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
each quarter, sorry. So for the just mention the quarter, just picture the quarter as month
Mm-hmm.
because the quarter is a month still. So for the first month, you're paying
Mm-hmm.
in the picture you say you're paying $12. You're getting an interest of $12 for the first month. But remember, throughout the month, you have how much? I don't remember. Some months that have 31,
Let me
29
let,
days
let, let
of
me let me correct you
no,
on something. Hold on, Cornel. Let me correct you on something. The $12 is going to be for the year, not for the month. It's going to be. It's so what you don't want to say month. You want to say period, right? So for the first period, because remember I said we do the calculation. Watch me right here. So we're doing the calculation for the first year. Then we do the calculation the second year, do the calculation the third year. So we're doing the calculation in 3 periods. So for the first period, not month, but for the first period, she's making an amount of $12 on her money, right? So what can happen? What Cornelia was saying earlier, Kamoy, is that the money rolls over automatically. So the money rolls over automatically on your $200 principal. So therefore, instead of investing $200 principal now, the amount of money that is going to be invested there is going to be $212. So you can have more money in the bank now. And at the end of the other
Oh,
period, you're going to end up with $224.72 because you're going to get $12.72 more. So every period, you're getting more money on your money. Watch what going to happen.
right.
That $224.72 now. Just imagine you run it for another period, which is a third year, and your interest is going to be $13.48. When you check a stop, when you add up all of them three interests something there, you're gone $38.20. So Carnella who did
Mm-hmm.
invest in money at simple interest only get $36 after 3 years. But when you look on it now, you're gonna get $38.20. And then somebody in the class will say,
Oh,
but sir, that's no money. All right, put it this way. In reality, nobody's going to invest $200. I'm only using $200 for ease of calculation. In reality,
right.
in reality, as I said that to you, I like to bring the math to the real world. Um, I was in a fender bender some years ago, coming from Except 2, and I wasn't wrong. And the insurance company went through and they said, okay, sir, we're gonna, la di la, la di di. It was supposed to be $77,000. And me now driving a mash up car, so me could fix my car out of my pocket. The same first car I was telling you about. Fix the car out of my pocket. I am touching base with the insurance company for ever so long. Nothing. Way over a year. The people them call me and tell me, so, oh, there's a check here for you. They say, I jump into my car and I drive with the exit same time. And I go to another place and say, yeah, man, I'm going to collect $77,000 because that was the claim amount. Can I tell you it's about 50 something, about $54,000 them give me, because of course the insurance people them, thieving people them, going on my money and take out what them supposed to take out and give me the what left. They say, all right, I am there driving up and down with 50 something thousand. And to be honest with you, back then it was kind of still a lot of money because it was early days. And I didn't have any use for the 50. Not that I didn't want it, but I didn't have any immediate use for it. So I say, you know what, I'm going to invest it. Those were the days of Daring, Bunting, and Golden. I don't know if anybody remember that investment company. And I drove into Daring, Bunting, and Golden, and as sat down and pretty girl come to me and say, how may I help you? And I said, yeah, I'm here to do an investment. She said, okay, fine. Um, and what's your investment amount? I said, $54,000. And she looked at me and she said, I'm sorry, sir, but the minimum to invest is $1 million. And then all of a sudden she wasn't pretty again, right? Because I'm saying, you're so mean. All of a sudden she lost her prettiness. And I said, okay. And I just drive out. And I went to the other company and just get them a 50 something thousand dollar and invest it. What's the point? It is when I invested that money, I never had use for it. And I put it down in the in this investment company. What happened is every month money went onto my money and it continued growing, it continued growing, it continued growing until I decided to go in and take it off. So let me ask you a question. If you are, and it's two-part question, but let me listen carefully. Let me ask you a question. Two parts. Part A. If you are investing your money, which of them would you want to invest at? Simple interest or at compound interest?
Compound
Sir,
interest.
compound.
Okay, I would agree with you. Here, this other question. If you're going to take out an item on hire purchase, how would you like them to calculate your money? At simple interest or at compound interest?
Simple interest, sir.
Okay, real talk. Now, um, one of the things that they often do is, what time is it now? 8:31. Maybe I can show you. One of the things that they often do is some places will say to you, will calculate your interest and will say to you, it is on the reducing balance or it is at simple interest. Now, if it is going to be on the reducing balance, take the reducing balance because it's going to be far less And I'm going to show you a calculation just to prove that point that is going to be less on the reducing balance. Right? So people when you go on, and incidentally, you see, because I'm right there, let me just talk to you about it. Me don't want to see none of my students go talk about how them go take out no TV and fridge and sofa for no higher purchase. Not do it. Save up your money. You know, say it come up to X amount of money. You save up your money over 6 months or 8 months or 9 months or a year and go buy you something cash. Because when you buy things on higher purchase, you're paying for it 3 times. Nobody has time for that. Save up on the money and walk in there with no good money and go buy cash. No make missing none of on go buy. Oh, I bought this laptop on higher purchase. For
Sir, me
why?
not them something them sorry. I always
No.
calculate the interest.
Yes, I because they're making a whole lot of you and and oh gosh, help me, Jesus. One of the things that hurt me, if you miss a payment, Mark, them are come back for them item, You don't pay for the item long time, You don't pay for the item
So
long
they
time.
always a win.
Them always a win. Go ahead, Cornelo.
So it best in a case like that, if a laptop costs $60,000 and you pay it off a higher purchase, you probably have to pay about a 90,000 feet when you finish. But if you have a regular, like if you have the $60,000 and go
Mm-hmm.
into the store, you can
Mm-hmm.
create a discount. Yes, me say and pay less. So it's the
Straight
same
up.
thing as you.
Straight
So
up.
it'll be the
Straight up.
same thing as I said the usual something just a while ago.
Yeah, man.
So so the
Yeah,
lesser
man.
money, no, the higher the purchase, the cost price, you can
Mm-hmm.
pay less because at the same time, you know in a yourself, say yo, the laptop there, cost that amount, But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, at that then some sell it fast, so you have to do a negotiation. So that is the reason why some person that see you make them go on with it. Me shop around them, give them a ball and say, come, and I reach for
Straight
you.
up.
So by the
Straight
time
up.
you even get your cost there, so me, say me that if me pay 55, me go tell that person say 70 and me pay for it. Me not go
No,
tell
them,
them the exact price.
well, guess what? Them can't fool me. Right? From me, no man said them can't fool me because you're paying a whole lot of money. All right, look at this now. Come on, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
What about Kimmy? Kimmy, you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm alright.
Cool. Kiana? We're not hear you, Kiana. And well, Stewie can't talk. Dana, you draw some tea already? All right, so the rest of you are kind of comfort. Dijane, wake up.
Sir, I'm alive and well.
Okay, then. Good job. All right, so let's go. So only because Kamoy asked this question while why I'm going to be doing the depreciation. Um, I said that I thought to myself that I'll do the depreciation next class, but because she asked the question now, I know that she's thinking, and let me just get it out of the way. So technically, what I will be doing tonight is going through simple interest, compound interest, and depreciation. So when I'm sending you some questions, I'm going to send you the questions, all of them mix up, and I'll do it. I don't know how I did it the last time. Do you want me to send you the questions with the answer, and then you work it out to get the answer? I just want the questions without the answer.
Questions without the
Yes.
answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I'll send you the questions without the answer. So I'm gonna send you tonight questions with simple interest, with compound interest, and with depreciation. Now I'm going to beg you. You don't have to sit down and do all of them tonight. But what I'll ask you to do is find a time to attempt those questions before class on Wednesday, God's willing. Because what I'll do on Wednesday is just to do the calculations with you. Matter of fact, say for example, I give you one question and everybody get the same answer for question one, me not do it. Because it means that you know how to do it. But if you do question two and say out of 14 students, 13 are only get the correct answer and one student don't get it, I will do the question for that one student. But if all 14 of you get the question next, and if all 14 of you get all of them right, I'll move on to another topic. All right? Okay, so let us look at depreciation. And let me create a question. And I'm going to create a question similar um, to the one that I gave so that I can bring across the point for Kamoy. Let's say calculate the depreciation on $200 at 6% per annum for 3 years. If you check a stop, it is the same type of question we did for the simple interest. It's the same type of question we did for the compound interest, and it's the same type of question we're going to do for the simple for the depreciation. So with those two questions earlier, you recognize that if I'm doing my investment, I would want to invest at compound interest because I get more money. If I'm paying back a loan and the loan is going to be calculated at either compound or simple, I'm going to want to pay at simple because I pay back less. All right. So when I give you this one here now, you can tell me, decide which one is better at paying back a loan. All right. So let's go. So the depreciation. Again, there's no formulation for it per se. What we're going to be doing is doing a calculation per period. Remember, Cornelia, is not months because sometimes it could be 3 months, sometimes it could be half a year, sometimes it could be 9 months, it could be a year, it could be a day. Let me pause and say something here. Do you know that some banks invest their money overnight at Guardsman for 1 day? So when you invest, when you get a money, when you get your tax return from foreign, and you get money where you never expect to get, and say, I'm gonna put it in my account, and you bank that money. And at the end of the day, the bank has a lot of Jamaican students get the money per money, and the bank gets more money than usual. The bank can say, yo, you know what we're going to do? We're going to invest this amount of money overnight at Guardsman. So if them put in $10 million, the bank can make at $200,000 on the $10 million overnight. Just like that. Real talk, just like that. All right? So, and don't believe, say you can get anything out of the $200,000 when they make. It's interest for the bank. Right? So they invest your money and they make a money off of your money. And that's where the bank survive. All right, let's go. So for the first year, it's going to be $200 times 6%. But sir, we did this already. Yes. I'm going to get $12 because it's a depreciation. Because it's a depreciation, something happens. Look at what happens now. We're going to say $200 minus, right, $12. I'm going to get 188. All right. So what you're going to have now for the second year is $188 times 6%. And when you multiply that by 6%, you're going to end up with $11.28. And then what you do it at $11.28 for the third year, you're going to subtract that. 188 minus 1128 is going to be equal to 176.72. So for the third year, I'm going to have $176.72 times 6%. Going to be $10.60. So therefore, 176.72 minus $10.60 is 166.12 cents. So what you can do now is to say um $12 plus 11.28 plus 10.60. Work up that into to get $12 plus 11.28 plus 10.60.
$33.88.
So if you do a loan and the loan is being calculated at the reducing balance, you recognize that it will be cheaper than the $36 that you pick up here, sir. Talk truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So guess what now? This when the teacher take a loan, because people have to survive by taking loans, I sit in front of the loan officer and I said, is the loan calculated on the reducing balance? And if she says no, I've gone somewhere else. Because I have to look back at how long it will take me to pay back the money.
Mhm.
And
Sure,
and
need to
more,
keep that in mind.
yeah, man, absolutely. You have to. You have to. You have to. So I went to a place recently and I said, yo, work up something for teacher. By the way, how are you calculating the stuff? No man, it's calculated on a reducing balance. I said, no, watch no face. Say less. Do your thing. Because if it wasn't on the reducing balance, I don't want it. Because right about now, the bank is going to make more money on me if it's not on a reducing balance. So guess what happened now? So because it's calculated on a reducing balance, and I want you to listen to my students, because I'm not only teaching you to pass a course, I'm teaching you things that you can use in real life. All right? Now, if the bank, for argument's sake, it's calculated on the reducing balance, and the bank says to you, or whichever financial institution says to you, you're supposed to pay back $5,000 a month. It's okay, no problem. Make I meet the $5,000. But it's when you pay them back like $7,000. Because when you pay them back $7,000, it means that the interest that you can pay for the next period is going to be even far less than what them calculated to be. So them don't like that. Them don't like it because them will lose interest money out of you because you pay back your interest earlier. Remember, I said to you that I got 4 years to pay for the car. How many years did I pay the car for? Off
True.
in 3 years.
So,
Who save money, me or the people them?
You.
All right. Yeah, man. So you know what happened? When I went to pay off the money, the people them said, no, don't pay it, man. Don't do like that. Save the money. You know why? Because them want the company make more money. Because when they make more money, them get more commission. I said,
So,
no deal. Go ahead.
all right, I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, you see, I purchased a car in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's a CRV and it is a 2012 CRV.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided in 2025 now that I want a upgrade. I
Mm-hmm.
know that it is depreciated in value based on the wear and tear. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say I take care of my 2012 car, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How would I know how much to sell it back for, being that, some years have passed?
So that's where you're going to do the valuation report. So you can go to a valuator, motor vehicle valuator. You have different valuators. You have a house valuator valuation. You have motor vehicle valuation, and some people
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
some
got you.
right. So some people even point of information again. I knew somebody who who came from BVI, one of them other Caribbean countries, to Exed, and she kept wearing her gold chain and gold bracelet. And we said, "Why are you wearing those things?" She said, "Oh, if it is stolen, it is insured." I was like, "Okay, all right." I said less. I didn't say anything more to her. So yeah, man. So if you have, so like some people will go and do like and insure their wedding band. So in case, it is lost, them can have the money to pay back the something. Foolish is that. We now do that. Them we now play them games here. But people do things like those. You have a prized possession in your house. People insure not only the house, but insure the contents of the house. So in case of fire, them can get back everything. But yes, so you're going to do a valuation report. So the valuators will come and say, okay, based on the year car, based on the wear and tear, based on the mileage, based on this, the dent here, so the dent there, so you paid say you paid $5 million for the car. The car is going to
Right.
value is $2.3 million. That's the suggested price, right? But now you come to Mr. Shanda, Mr. Shanda say, boy, come on, say, me like the car, but me I want teacher do a thing for me, and I say, boy, say me really want the money for go buy an upgrade, but I can instead of me can give you 2.15. I mean, say, yeah, man, that's a good price, man. No worry about it. Me go to the bank now because I'm qualified for 2.2, so me can get the 2.15. And just sell it. So you do the valuation, yes, because it's going to depreciate, and then you have an agreement. So not because the valuation report says it's valued $2.5 million. It means that you can sell it for
Right.
2.5, right? What it is saying is that um you can't sell it for $3 million because it will be over the value of the stuff. But that's what it is.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. You asked me the question because as it is just now, I think I have explained the three different concepts. The only thing that will be left for me to do towards the end of the session is to send you the email now with the questions. So look at the three oops, look at the three things that we did. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me about them. Um, or if you have any other idea that comes to mind that you think can help with the explanation, feel free. We have 10 minutes for you to ask me, and then I'm going to generate some questions and send off for you so that you can have those, to do for me. The floor is yours. All right, let me say something while you're thinking. Those of you who do not own an investment account, please to make sure when you get to pay this month end, God's willing, you go open an investment account. You can go to you can if you so desire, you can go to your commercial bank. Don't use your regular account. If you don't want to go to an investment account, you can go to the commercial bank and you can ask them for a certificate of deposit. They call it CD. The certificate of deposit pays you a higher interest rate than the regular savings account that you get at the bank. All right. And you have a certificate of deposit and try and be consistent, students. Don't just say you have $10,000 and you go put $10,000 in there and then the next 4 months you know put nothing in there. No, be consistent with your savings. So pay yourself. I'm sure that many of you, when you get a pay, you just take the pay and just go pay your bills and don't even pay yourself out of it. You have to learn to pay yourself from now. It's all of what I'm saying to you is what I was hoping that somebody would have sat me down and talked to me about. You have to learn to pay yourself. So you get to pay and don't tell me, say, sir, I don't work enough money. Hello. It's not what you work, it's how much you save out of what you work. All right? So if you work a little bit, you don't know, say you can't eat um big food every day. It means you have to go eat two patty. Well, no, patty are big food. You have to go eat one patty and hold a Carlsberg juice, right? Or you carry some lunch, but you must consistently save and put away something for a rainy day. Trust me, you will thank me a little later. By the time you look, you reach $100,000. Real talk. By the time you look, you reach $100,000. And set goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself to say that um at the end of a calendar year, I want to save $300,000 for argument's sake. So you start saving to it and make goals for yourself. Make some serious goals. Go ahead, Carnelo.
Sir, me just a ask because me say the credit union that I joined, sir,
Mm-hmm.
them are offer me approximately 750K. Like me can take more than that within the
Mm-hmm.
yearly balance. But me say, sir, honestly, me wonder that I gonna lead me to a local debt in a local way. To even
If you
take
don't
you.
need it, if you
Need it,
don't need the
yeah,
money,
because I don't really need it.
don't
No,
take it. If you don't need the money, do not take it. Only access the funds when you actually need it. Because
yeah, because
if you do that and you're not in a position to pay back, trust me, interest rate will kill you because they're gonna add money to the money. It's like if you have a credit card, a credit card. Oh, that's a different conversation. Let us not touch a credit card.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, let us not touch a credit card. But for those of you who have a credit card, please do not pay the minimum balance because you can pay until you reach 80 years old.
Party.
40, 80. So those of you who have a credit card and say, oh, they say the minimum balance is say you have a $500,000 credit and the minimum balance is $15,000 and say, oh, I pay the minimum balance. Don't do it. You're going to be in problems. Try if you're in a credit debt, it is best for you to go to the bank and say, yo, I'm taking a loan to clear this credit card. And take a loan to clear the credit card because the interest rate for the credit card is almost 50%. Almost 50%. And when you take a loan from the credit card from the bank, your loan may be at about 19%, 19.75%, or 17%, or 16.99%, something somewhere between that, somewhere between 15 and 20%, as opposed to 50%. When I say 50%, sometimes it's like a 49%, a 48%, or 49.5% for the credit card. So the credit card is the interest rate is very high. And some people love to have credit card because every store them pass them have a swipe. And then at the end of the month, them pay minimum balance. So imagine you buy something for $50 and you want to pay the minimum payment and you have interest to come. And a $50 pay for the item again. Or $300, the $50 item gone too because you pay back interest, 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 interest. So you have to be careful. And this is one of the things I find that that's why I appreciate when Shauna said that she was talking to the business portfolio manager, Reynolds, because our young people should be able to understand. You know, one of the things that irks me, and especially with my tourism students, forgive me for calling them out. Quite a number of you go abroad for the international work and travel and study and work and study, whatever you want to call it. And some of you make good money and come back and squander the money. Yes, when they pay on a school fee, sometimes some students get the money, and they want to pay a little bit on them school fee because they have to come back with iPhone this, and they have to come back with that, and they come back with how much Nike and them something there, and come back and pay piece of the school fee. Stupid. Stupid. So yes, if you want a Nike, buy one. You don't have to buy one iPhone and pay $1,000 for one iPhone. You're a student. You're a student who will want Android.
What a bang of phone, sir.
Or even that, like do the same thing. All a little
Sir,
Android.
sir,
Yeah.
sometimes none of them phone they even wanna them don't wanna upgrade, but just because they have the money, then go spend it.
And that's the point I'm making.
Go
That's
on,
the point
please,
I'm
sir.
making.
Go on,
No,
please.
me when I do it on iPhone, but every time you look at me, see how much money um me don't want the iPhone. Yes, Sean, we're throwing words at you. Me don't want an iPhone. But when me see the iPhone, I heard somebody say S is it S28, which is the latest iPhone. S20, I don't even know. But see, 16, Shauna, know about it, Um, how much for that, Shauna? About $1,200? How much for
No,
it?
sir, about $700 no.
So, oh, you know that, you know that, Nadra?
700 for
Sir,
what?
because me not think about
iPhone
it, but I have
16?
money.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I
700.
700 for the iPhone 16.
Yes, girl. Me go up on the website. God know around that I feet.
How much you think it is, Shauna?
Sir, 12 bills. The
Me,
last time I checked it to trade in
me,
my one, 1200.
me think so because the
Sir,
last time I
mother just buy one iPhone 16 Pro Max to me and a thousand CI she pay for it.
that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Nadra, the one where you see, is a renewed one. Somebody buy it and carry back like an open box because it's about them price of fee, $1,000 fee. But guess what? The truth of the matter is,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody going say, sir, I'm gonna send you the money to buy an iPhone something, me gonna tell them say yes, thanks. Cause me go hold a Android. I'm gonna put up some of the money. Students, the point I'm making is you have to start saving. You know, you only have to start saving. When you reach out there and you see the work, something lick you, it rough. Start saving now. No matter the bling bling. Because guess what? The sitting drop, it a go mash up. You hear what Kamoy said earlier? Sir, if I bought a 2012 CRV, you know it going wear and tear, going to depreciate. Absolutely. So even if Kamwai sell our 2012 CRV and buy a 2026 CRV and she go drive it from the lot tomorrow. She drove it from the lot today. And by the time she reach home, she say, but another color I want. Me not like the color, man. The color ugly. And she carry it back. She can't get back the same price because that car would have already depreciated in value. It would have been depreciated in value. So she have to go home, love up the car until she can either done pay it off or she can find, get somewhere on tear out of it and then she sell it. Right? So no matter put yourself in a them expense, so you have to get this and you have to get that. You can get an Android and it can serve you when you're in a far better position. You can do that. I've seen too many of my tourism students. It's because many more of my tourism students go on the program and them come back with a one heap of bling. One heap of bling. Save your money. Save your money. Save and then you know what happened? My final thought. What happened? When them go up on the program for next year, them can't even find the what kind of fee you call it? The processing fee. Because they never planned.
Sir, I think it's kind of crazy not to pay your tuition first. Like, if at least like put on the money one side, you know, say, yeah, me can pay off that. Then,
Mhm.
so you go buy something for yourself. That kind of no make no sense.
It doesn't at all, right? But plan, man, plan. So if you can say, boy, I hear the plan, say me come back with um I had a student years ago who came up with 19,000 US dollars, right? And she didn't know what she was going to do with her money. So if you come back with so much money, um you put on a 5,000 US dollars. You the plan, me put on a 5,000 US dollars. Me can go and draw a $2,000 for do my processing fee and buy me ticket. Me not for borrow nothing from nobody. Yeah, yes, man, trust me. And if you don't believe me, I was at a conference the other day and I was talking to a staff member a long time now she leave. I was talking to a staff member now who is now teaching at the college. And when I spoke about that story around the table, the staff member says, Mr. Shandy, it's true. And the person said, Mr. Shandy, don't remember me? I said, where must know you from? And the person said, Mr. Shandy, I was a student here too. And the same year you were teaching that student. I was like, Rockstone, are you this? Him said, yes, Mr. Shandy, me. Right? So it's real talk. Students come up with a lot of money. You know why? Because you go there in a primary job and you have a burger place next door to you and you can go flip burger there. So she had three jobs. Three jobs. No, me spend more than 19,000 US dollars in my life. But I've never seen 19,000 US dollar one time. Right? So yeah, man, that is the only reason Shauna. Because you're going to save. So when she said to me, sir, on a weekend when them pack up themselves but all them going at the town for go shopping, she said she stay for her yard. The same cell phone she said she go up with is the same cell phone she come back down with, and everybody are coming with big this and big that. She had her money, right? Anyhow, I'm just gonna rest off a little bit and then send you the email stuff. You did very well for tonight. Please, students, you cannot get a good coursework grade and go into the exam and struggle. I want when you're going to the applied math exam, you remember all that we're doing, and that's why I'm giving you these real life examples so that it becomes real to you. Make me proud. Did you all? I don't know if I can know how to capture this. Did you all screenshot the information here?
Yes, sir.
All right, good job. And kind of share it. The past papers are on the
So
website.
them can go on Triple CJ website and Google.
Right, right. I was about to tell her that. Yeah, you can do that. Or them too old. Whoopsie. I don't have any recent ones though. But anyhow, big up on yourself. You did well. See you on Wednesday, and see if we can come out early. Have a good one, yeah?
Sir, please remember to tell me when you're gonna do the something I'm gonna ask you about.
Yeah, man, we'll do that, man, my love. We'll do that. All right. Big up
Sir, remember
yourself.
you said you wanted to talk to me.
Yes. Send me your number privately, please, Natra.
Okay, sir.
Do it before I end the class. All right, guys. The rest of you, big up yourself. We will talk.
Okay, sir. Good night.
Good night to you. Nadra, not seeing it, you know? Oh, seeing it now. All right, let me see. Am I able to save this? Am I able to save this whiteboard? Hmm. I should be able to save this whiteboard. Um, okay. So I think it's saved. Um, 9:03. What time is it now? 9:04. All right, let me see if I can